This is gonna work even if you die, even if you get kidnapped and held at gunpoint, even if the computer you're using has a whole bunch of viruses on it. If you're gonna be storing something like $5 million in cryptocurrency, you're gonna wanna make sure that it's safe from being lost or stolen. We're gonna talk about which wallet to choose, how to make a Faraday cage, how to safely generate the seed. All right, let's get into it. So for this method, you're gonna wanna store your crypto on a device that has never been connected to the internet. So should you buy one of these hardware wallets that everybody is saying is secure, like the Trezor and the Ledger? No, not for this method. For this method, you're gonna need a laptop. So instead of paying like $80 for a hardware wallet, you can just buy a cheap laptop for like $100. Next, you're gonna buy a brand new USB stick, and you're gonna download all of the wallets that you want to use onto this stick. For this tutorial, I'm gonna be mostly using my Ether wallet. Now, when you're downloading these wallets, if these wallets are somehow corrupted or hacked, your crypto can get stolen when you're using them to generate your seed. Download the wallets, put them onto here, and you can use this to put them on your offline computer. Next, you wanna build a Faraday cage. Now, this has to be a 3D area that's large enough for you and the laptop to fit in, and it needs to be completely enclosed in conductive material. Easiest thing to use here is tinfoil. So, how do you generate the private keys safely? First step, get in your Faraday cage, close it, completely seal it off, plug in your USB, fire up the wallets, and start generating the keys. Do not try to generate your own randomness or try to go on random.org and get a whole bunch of random data to input into the pseudo random number generator. Don't roll dice to try to generate randomness. You always use a brand new stick. You can plug it into the computer, but after you've unplugged it, you can't use the stick in any other computer. So if you want to get any information or files off the computer, what you're gonna need to do is write it down on a piece of paper and translate it by hand. So you do this, you wanna write down the public key address so you know which address to send the crypto to. And of course, you gotta secretly write down the private key. All right, what we're gonna do now is wrap the laptop in tinfoil, put it in its own air gap, Faraday cage gap enclosure. Now it's safe to unseal the larger Faraday cage and leave. So from this point, you just have a really secure wallet that doesn't have any money in it. Now you're gonna take the public key that you wrote down and you're gonna send your crypto to this address. Now, it is possible for your crypto to get stolen while you're doing this process, but after the crypto is in the wallet, you can check its balance online on the blockchain. After you know the crypto's there, it's safe. For added security, you can use a 2 out of 3 security system where you basically generate 3 private keys, and you need to make a signature with 2 of those in order to access the amount of crypto. To do this, you do the same process, but 3 times with 3 different laptops. And you send your coins to the contract that's gonna hold your coins. And how do you store these 3 private keys? Well, one of them you can put in a bank vault, another one you can put in a different bank in a different geolocation, and the third and final key you can keep as a brain wallet, as in you just memorize the key. So the idea is, even if you forget the seed, you still have those 2 bank vaults that have the keys. You have 2 out of 3 of the keys and you can access your coins. Maybe you get kidnapped. They can torture you all they want, but they'll never get enough information to access your cryptocurrency. And for the keys that are in the bank, let's say some corrupt employee goes into the bank vault, just peeks at your private key. He can't then go and go on some untraceable computer and steal all your coins, because he needs at least one other key. Right, so even after you die, the beneficiaries of your bank vault, they'll be able to access your coins. You just gotta leave them instructions like, listen, I have $5 million of magic internet money. When it comes time to sell the coins or to send them and exchange them for goods, here's how to do that safely. So first of all, with something like my Ether wallet, you're gonna start this process on your online computer. You're gonna get a nonce and you're gonna get the gas price. And these two things you need to be able to sign your transaction. And you're gonna go inside your Faraday cage and close it and seal it off. So you're gonna go to your wallet and hit generate offline transaction. It's gonna ask you for the info and the private key and everything. Obviously, you're also gonna need the public address of the person you're sending it to. Now, it'll give you a QR code or something. Do not scan the code with your phone. Don't have your phone in your pocket at all while you're doing this. Just write down the signed transaction, take it over to your online computer, and then put it on the blockchain.